STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, is really an important skill set for students to learn. We believe that these are skills that you not only learn in school, but you'll be able to learn and apply in life.
Hi, my name is Craig Devine, and I am a technology education teacher in the Innovation School. And I want to tell you a little bit about a club that we are forming at this point. It's called First Robotics. We are just getting started in this national competition. There are over 900 high schools involved, and the challenge will be in 6 weeks to design and build a complex robot to perform a certain task.
Hi, my name is Waitia Peoples. I'm really interested in engineering and building stuff. And so the part that I'm going to do for the robot is fabrication. By doing this project, it will help in future purposes because it's what employees are looking for on resumes, and it looks good for resumes, especially if you're trying to enroll in college and stuff. Any extra credit work would help.
We're looking for students to be involved in the club. We need people of all interests and abilities. Certainly we need people interested in technology, those that like to design and build, but we're also looking for people who are interested in animation and public relations and planning and development. It's an awesome opportunity.
The programming aspect of it, I've always been really interested in. I want to do that for my actual career in life, and having this on a resume for a job would be great. And it gives me future experience with working in a team and coordinating with other people in the team.
Out of this organization, there are scholarships available for those who participate in this club. There's over $9 million of scholarships available across the nation for those who go on into higher education. So we're very excited about it. It's a tremendous opportunity. The group will be meeting at the Innovation School on Wednesdays from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock from now till January or so. When we begin actually construction of the robot, it'll probably be almost an everyday event to be coming down here to build and plan and design the robot.
James Wilson. Currently I teach Introduction to Engineering Design. It is an introductory course primarily for freshmen and sophomores starting up the STEM program. And they learn everything from sketching to computer-aided design, 3D printing, laser cutting, power tool use, how to work in groups, how to public speak, time management, project management, and the design process. I've actually started teaching at MTHS twice. I taught in the 2006-2007 school year and came back in 2013 until now to teach with the STEM program. And that makes this my 8th year at Mountlake Terrace.
How did the STEM program begin?
Depends on how you look at it. So this building has a really long history of teaching STEM classes in one form or another. We used to have a very successful auto tech program taught by Skip Carlson. There was a time where we had a program called the Innovation School, which was a 350 student high school within Mountlake Terrace High School that focused on the design process and teaching kids how to solve problems. And the formal STEM program started in 2012 and has been going for 7 years.
A new program I want to talk about just a little bit, and it was mentioned earlier, is the launch of our new STEM magnet high school. The idea behind this really was in conversations with parents, and being a parent of a child who has very much an engineering and technology bent, we kept hearing repeatedly that there was strong interest in some type of a program that was college preparatory but focused more on the science, math, and engineering realm as opposed to perhaps more of a humanities focus that typically would be found in a program such as International Baccalaureate. So this past year we worked closely with Mountlake Terrace High School to design a 4-year college preparatory program focused specifically in the realm of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It is a program of choice, and it is a program that allows students to become very well grounded in all of the disciplines at an honors level and advanced level, and also have the opportunity to specialize in one of 3 areas as an area of focus for their junior and senior year, those being in the areas of aerospace, electrical engineering, robotics, or biotechnology, biomedical. We opened the doors for our launching for the fall of 2012, and have opened this up to enrollment for all incoming ninth graders across the school district.
There are many exciting and developed programs at Mountlake Terrace, one such as the STEM program. But a key part of the STEM program is robotics. But what is robotics exactly? I'm here with Craig Devine to find out.
My name is Craig Devine, and I act as one of the coaches, or probably more accurately, I'm the liaison, I'm an advisor to the robotics team, and so I act as a liaison between the team, which is comprised of students, and the coaches. The focus is, of course, on designing robots, learning the process of designing a robot, or something like, you might just say something complicated, learning the technologies involved in designing something sophisticated and complicated, types of robotics teams. We have a team of people who build small robots, and we do those in the fall from about September through maybe January. And then, beginning in January, we also have a team of students and adults who work together to build our big robot. And so there's two different ways to get involved. The small robots are definitely kind of a student-led effort. We have 3 teams of maybe 10 people each, 10 students each, and they're building the small robots and programming them. And their competitions are in November, December, and January. And the other team is the large robots, and that's the team that combines students and adults working together. And again, they have about 6 weeks to design and build a very sophisticated, capable robot that we go into competition with against other schools.
Year, Chill Out 1778, a Washington First Robotics team from Mountlake Terrace High School is competing in this year's game, First Stronghold. Every year, the game changes so that teams have to invent new solutions to new problems.
First Stronghold is a combination of a bunch of previous games from years past to make First Stronghold one of the most challenging games yet. In this game, robots must breach defenses and score boulders into opponents' towers, weakening them so they may be captured.
The Chill Out Robotics team engineered a robot which can go over most terrain-based obstacles fast and freely, take hits from other robots, and shoot the boulders fairly accurately. Its drivetrain is 2 treads configured like a tank with a catapult. In 6 weeks, this machine was designed, prototyped, built, and tested. It starts with kickoff, where a bunch of other teams come down and join them while they watch the live stream, and it ends with bag and tag day, where they seal the robot in a bag where they can no longer access it.
William, is that strap long enough? Yeah.
The big takeaway First wants you to receive is, it's more than just robotics. As stated by the robotics department, although at the end of the day, they build a robot which gets to compete in an amazing competition, we focus on building design, marketing, problem solving, team building, and communicative skills, as well as becoming a community leader in spreading the message of First and STEM. For example, just this last Wednesday, the team went down to Food Lifeline to volunteer. They also have sent the team to many elementary schools to present and demonstrate robotics.
There are tremendous career opportunities for young people who get STEM education. What we're trying to do with the Expo is promote and really showcase the talent that our students have and the interests that our students have. And we really appreciate the teachers who've made this a part of their curriculum so that students could develop projects to have them exhibited and showed here tonight. But more than anything, we're just trying to keep kids excited about STEM so that they'll want to continue that in their education and do careers after high school that are STEM related.
What age do you think would be the most appropriate to start kids out with the STEM program?
You know, I think most people typically think of it as a high school then a middle school thing, but we're seeing elementary students, even intermediate level students who've got, you know, really interesting ideas. They have a hypothesis, they want to test it out with an experiment. Those are really the basic ingredients of a scientific mind.
What did you learn from it?
What I learned was Well, it was from my investigation question in hypothesis. The bigger the amount, the more it will go higher. Just pour it in and keep track of where the little thing is. Shows how water, baking soda, and vinegar react and make bubbles. And the reason why I call it bubble power is because bubbles have lots of strength in them and can push the little chip up.
Well, thank you so much for showing us your project.
I'm Bonnie Winters, and I go to Mountlake Terrace High.
I'm Alana Barnett, and I also go to Mountlake Terrace High School.
Nice. So how did you guys come up with the topic for this project?
We came up with the topic for this project because it's an idea that we're both interested in, the combination of botany with forensics and just how that influences criminology as a whole.
We researched forensic botany, which is the use of plant materials and evidence in criminal investigations. And it's really helpful in criminal investigations because plant remains can be found almost everywhere.
Well, I just really appreciate the opportunity to visit with you, and thank you all for the work that you're doing as well. And congratulations to all the students and staff for the many exhibits that we see here tonight.
So my name is Oliver Easton. I'm a member of Robotics Club. I'm part of the larger or higher level team, FRC, and it's all about developing the skills, the teamwork, the understanding of working with mechanics, which help build up to an actual career working in STEM fields or even just jobs in general.
All right, so TSA started maybe 3 or 4 years before I got to the school. TSA is very strong in all the middle schools, so the type of kids that are attracted to the STEM program across the district are also the type of kids who participate in TSA in the middle school. So we had a lot of energy, a lot of appreciation and a lot of dedication towards TSA in the middle school students who come to the program. So it started about 4 years before I showed up, and it was student-led, and when those students graduated, the program sunk. It almost died. And I came into the school, I think the second year I was in the school, I teamed up with a couple of really dedicated students, Raiden Chia, Tony, Reese. There's about 10 students over 2 years that we really worked to build up the program. It's still very, very student-led. In fact, we have some of the strongest leadership, student leadership in the state. And we've since built up the program where it was about maybe 10 or 15 students in its first generation to we've had 45, I believe, students go to state in our largest year. We're the largest chapter in the state.
Good morning, Mountlake Terrace High School. What is up?
I'm Cole Goodnight, the current TSA president.
And I'm Braden Chia, the current TSA advising officer. And with us today, while on mic, is Lucas Mullins, an assisting officer who will be helping us out with our awards.
Right before break, from March 20th to 30th, our TSA headed down to compete at the Washington Technology Student Association competition.
While we were there, over 600 high school students competed in 36 competitive events to show their work throughout the year.
At the competition, Terrace completely destroyed the competition, winning 9 events and sending teams and individuals on stage 28 times in a total of 19 different events.
To celebrate our success, please be sure to congratulate the following teams and individuals who had fantastic finishes in their events. Daniel Quach and James Speedy for first place in 3D animation.
Matthew Kajapur, Raiden Chia, Hillel Coates, Tony Lee, and myself for second place in animatronics.
Katie Berry, James Speedy, Banana Betty, Bonnie Betty, and Haley Tolliver for fourth place in animatronics. Cole Goodnight, Theo Armentrout, Trace Fagan, Sophie Burbank, Jack Burbank, and Mason Trimble for first place in architectural design.
Cole Johnston, Devin Lohr, Ryan Baggeson, and Dylan Brewer for fifth place in architectural design. Raiden Chia, Teresa Bonilla, Dominique Pittman Kids, Amy Harris, and Nolan DeGlaris for first place in biotechnology design.
Lucas Mullins and Cole Johnston for first place in computer integrated manufacturing.
Cole Johnston and Devin Lohr for fifth place in debating technology issues.
Reese Newhouse, Robert Krieger, Matthew Kajpur, Andy Shaw, Daniel Quach, and Trevor Doan for second place in digital video production. Sophie Burbank for first, Michael Mausch for second, and finishing it up, Cole Goodnight for third place in dragstore design.
Nolan DeGaulis for 5th place in essays on technology. Amy Harris for 3rd place in XStemp.
Bonnie Betty and Banana Betty for third place in fashion design and technology. Imad Morsley for 4th place in flight endurance.
Sav Saat and Nicole Francosis for 5th place in forensic science.
Reese Newhouse, Robert Krieger, Kylie Prescott, Matthew Kajapur, Daniel Quach, and Andy Shaw for first place finish in on-demand video.
Amy Harris for 1st place in science visualization.
Raiden Shia and Ryan Bogason for first, Tony Lee and Nicholas Bowen for second, Theo Armentrout and Pedro Lopez Hernandez for fourth, and finally, Teresa Ban and Nicole Francois for fifth in structural design and engineering. Cole Goodnight, Dylan Costanet, and Lucas Mullins for first place in system control technology.
Amy Harris, Nolan DeGlaris, and Michael Malice for 4th place in technology bold team. Emma Karani and Sofina Chen for 5th place in technology problem solving.
Nathaniel Reyes for second place in transportation modeling. Oliver Easton, Mason Trimble, Evan Connolly, Alfredo Alamdar, Spencer Sokolowski, and Maximus Lockhart for 4th place in VEX Robotics.
And last but not least, congratulations to Lunali Marimoto, Trevor Doan, Raiden Shia, and Andy Shaw for their 2nd place in Webmaster. These students have received an invitation to the Nationals competition, which will be in Washington, D.C. from June 27th to July 2nd.
Please wish us luck as we head into our next chapter, and remember, it's always a terrific day for TSA.
I'm glad you came to learn about robotics.